Good morning, everyone. It is time for my morning skincare routine. So I start out with our Pink Hibiscus facial cleanser, of course, and you use that by moistening your hands. I've got a basin of warm water here, not too hot, warm water. So I moisten my hands, I do 1.5 pumps, depends on my mood really, and then massage into the skin. Now I would normally massage in for 60 seconds, so I'd count to 60, and this would be part of my kind of morning mindful ritual as such. This is probably looking really attractive to you, but for today, I don't want to bore you. So then you wipe off with a moistened face washer. Now I'm actually using a prototype here of a bamboo face washer that Rahima, who makes our bamboo cosmetic pads, is trialing for us. So this one's a little bit thick because it's exactly the same GSM as our cosmetic pads. So yeah, a little sneak peek there. We're going to try a thinner bamboo, but anyway, it feels lovely on the skin. So once you have cleansed, just dry off my hands a bit. I don't actually dry the face. I then go straight into a spritz. So in the morning, I use the Clear Quartz facial spritz. It's just perfect for my skin. You can use any of them. This is my favorite for the morning. I find it to be a bit uplifting for my combination skin. I also find that it's quite balancing too. So this is my fave for the morning. Now what I try and do is dry in between each. Not actually physically dry, but allow the product to absorb in. So this is a much more sped up version of my morning routine. But then I apply my first serum. I use the Ordinary Marine Hyaluronics. The reason that I use the Marine Hyaluronics as opposed to, they've got a hyaluronic, they've got a few hyaluronics, but this one is a lot lighter, which works better for my skin. I find that the heavier hyaluronic acid is actually too heavy. So I apply a serum with a mixture of pressing into the skin and always remembering the neck as well. Pressing into the skin and massaging in, depending on the consistency of your serum. But pressing in is a really lovely thing to do, and you actually are pressing it into the skin, exactly what you're doing. So you find that it's absorbing a lot quicker. So I don't know if you can see, but that's absorbed right in. Then another prototype. This is our hopefully soon to be released serum. I will not tell you the name of it, but I love it. It's really potent in vitamin C, but naturally. So natural vitamin C using Australian botanicals and antioxidants. It's lovely and it smells amazing. It's got sandalwood and lavender and I love it so much. So I'm hoping to release this to you soon. I'm just really just tossing up on packaging, what packaging I'm going to use. I'm not set on the packaging yet. Then I apply, so this is actually it's a morning of prototypes. This is another prototype. It's our Eyelights Eye Balm, but we've actually changed the packaging to a jar instead of the pump so that you can actually get in and use all of the product. So that's actually launching very soon. I should receive the labels this week, so I'll start making for you all. So I pat this under the eye, I go around the eye, and I also, and see once again, I'm patting into the skin, and that little light tapping motion really helps to stimulate the lymph nodes and get the circulation happening. It helps with alleviating bags and It's a really lovely way to apply your eye cream. So never drag the skin. As a general rule, never drag the skin, but never drag the skin, especially under the eyes. But I apply the eye balm to my forehead as well, because I have a lot of forehead lines, and then I apply to the area around my mouth. So kind of just get that all in. So it's kind of a tapping and massaging motion. So that is the eye balm in. Then I moisturize. So using the Pink Hibiscus Facial Moisturizer, my favorite, not biased at all. A little bit goes a long way with this, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit more than normal. So I've got that amount, because I'm then going to not rub it all in. Actually, I'm going to put more. I'm not going to rub it all in because I'm going to do a crystal gua sha routine this morning. So into the neck, décolletage. Okay, so I'm not rubbing it all in because we're going to move to the bed where I'm going to use my crystal gua sha this morning. Gua sha from Bondi Rocks that we sell online this morning, because I feel like my skin and my energy needs a little bit of balancing, and the amethyst is great for that. So I always start off with shaping the jaw. This is amazing for relaxing the muscles. I'm a bit of a clencher overnight with my jaw, so I use this to release it. Actually, I release throughout the day, to be honest, and then I move up. And so you can see this is actually pushing the moisturizer into my skin as well, and it's allowing for a slip factor. So I then shape, I use this section to shape up and lift. So you're always lifting. I would generally probably do this a little slower than I'm doing now, but I don't want to bore you. So I use it up my cheek, and then I use this section really lightly under the eyes, and then kind of massage into the temple. So light under the eyes, very lightly massage into the temple. I do 5 on each side. It's just the number I like to do. I'm a bit OCD, as some of you would know. Then you use this middle section here to go up the nose to the forehead. So you'll see that my skin gets a little red where I've scraped over. That is totally normal. It's increasing circulation. That's what you want to do. And it'll go away in a second, you'll see. And then this section, I use upwards motion on my forehead. While I'm doing my morning skincare routine and my gua sha, I'm actually playing relaxing ocean sounds on my phone. I use Insight Timer, and it's just lovely. Now, depending on how stressed I am or how tight my neck is, I actually use the gua sha on my neck as well. So you notice that I applied moisturizer to my neck. I could have applied more, to be honest, but I use it just to relax the neck. And the other good thing is you can use all the different corners to dig into your really stressed, tight spots. So I love it. So now that we have gua sha, it is time for the next very important part of our skincare routine. So we've applied our facial cleanser, our facial spritz, our serums, our eye balm, our facial moisturizer, and we've gua sha'd. Now it's time for probably the most important part, SPF. Now, I'm not heading out today. That doesn't mean a thing. I will always apply an SPF, and my favorite is the ultraviolet. Now, ultraviolet has a few different types in their in their range. I use Lean Screen. It's the one that I find is just best for me. I absolutely love it. It's a physical sunscreen, and it's chemical free. It's actually a little bit hard to get out, to be honest. That's probably the one downfall. I'm going to use I'm using more than that. About that much. Now you can see it looks a little bit tinted. I really like that because kind of is like putting a tinted moisturizer on that isn't actually fully tinted. So it's a really natural finish, but it mattifies the skin, which I love. I am not a fan of glowy skin. Everyone is different. For me, I don't want to glow. I want to be matte. So I apply to my ears, I apply to my face and my neck, and then I actually use a different sunscreen for my décolletage purely because I don't really need it to be tinted, I guess, and also it's a little cheaper. So I use the Mecca Cosmetica on my décolletage and kind of neck and shoulders area. But I really love this. The other reason that I use it when I'm at home and I'm not actually leaving, there's two reasons. First is habit. So I don't want to get out of the habit of using sunscreen. Secondly is this can also help with blue light. It's a physical sunscreen. So yes, it's protecting against UVA and UVB rays, but blue light from your computer, your phones, all of that sort of stuff can do a great deal of damage to your skin, and this protects it against that as well. So that is my morning skincare routine. Yes, I have the pleasure of not having kids and not having to leave the house for work and all of that sort of thing. So I know it's a bit of a lengthy routine. However, it's time for me. When I leave this bathroom, it's all systems go till all hours of the night with balancing part-time contracts and pink hibiscus. So this is my time. I put some chill ocean sounds on. I enjoy this spa experience at home. All up, it really takes 5 minutes, and you can extend it as you like, but it's a lovely way to start the day, and it's such a great way to nourish and nurture your skin, and as we say, nurture your skin and soul. So have a great day. Bye.